So what I was thinking about when you were talking is this idea of your brand connecting.
Mm-hmm.
And a lot of folks, in particular, right, we train on this very thing. And the questions that come up endlessly are around this topic, this idea of who am I and what is my brand? Because people think they have to be a professional basketball player from Germany and 6'6" and and just frankly, most of us aren't that. Okay. And so that's a great example of demystifying the idea of you, right? The person, and creating this connection with people. It could be around serving the charitable, community. What agents I think tend to do is get niched into a neighborhood
Mm-hmm.
versus the authentic who they are, and then find that it's very difficult then to get outside of that neighborhood. Is that fair?
That's fair. Yeah. And the neighborhood is one way to create a niche, but it's not a very strong way because you're still going to have hundreds of thousands of other agents in that same neighborhood. So you need to go a little bit more narrow and really think about the audience that you're trying to reach. I guess to give you an example for how to do this, if you don't know where to get started, I would actually start writing out why you're in business and start writing out what you want people to know about you. And if you fast forward, say, 20 years, what do you want people to say about the type of business you've built and how you do business? And what do you want to be known for? Because at the end of the day, your brand is really what people think about you. It's your reputation. And of course, you can influence it, but ultimately, it's up to the people you interact with. They are the ones, the brand exists in their mind. And so I would start there. And one way to do it is to create a mission or vision statement. I'm a huge fan of creating values or principles and actually writing them down and then making your decisions in alignment with those principles. We have 5 principles at Luxury Presence. And whenever we face decisions, we go back to those principles and ask ourselves, is this decision in line with the principles? And ideally, the principles sort of level up to your overall mission and vision of what you're trying to build. And then the last part that I would also write out is what is the brand promise that you're making, implicitly or explicitly? So when someone comes to you to do business with you, what are you promising them? And then making sure that you deliver on that promise every single time, because we can help you create the visual representation of a brand. And that's maybe 5% of the work. The 95% of the work is putting it into action and actually living up to the perception that we've created via the messaging and the visual elements of your brand.
It's really great. And as you said that, I looked at the institutes. We have 7, and we call them guiding principles. And that's exactly how we run this company. As we come back to, does this fit that? And so really it's build your guiding principles, whatever they might be, and then the brand promise that you want to achieve. And I think what that creates then is an authenticity, right?
That's exactly right. Yeah. Your brand should be an extension of yourself. It's a personal brand. And that's where you have the advantage as an agent over any large national company, right? You're a person with a personal story, with interests. You're someone other people can come to and trust. And I would lean into that. I would really make the brand as personal as you feel comfortable making it. That doesn't mean you have to, let everyone in on your personal life. Some agents love doing that. They're extremely open about the kids and families, and they post about it on social media. Others say I'm a private person, and you can build a strong personal brand without getting into some of the things that you might want to keep private. I've seen agents create strong personal brands around just market expertise. I've seen it created around certain lifestyles. So there are many ways to do it.